Hi, my favorite. You're welcome back to another episode of Beauty Spotlight. And if you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Favor. If you like beauty and lifestyle related content, then you're in the right place, and I'm happy to have you here. Please subscribe if you've not done so, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. So, today we will be talking about eyeshadow application, how to perfect your eyeshadow looks. I'll be showing you how to achieve beautiful, simple eyeshadow look for your everyday and your glam look. ICC. So I'll just wait for maybe two more people to come in, then I'm going to start because we have a lot to do. We're going to be doing the eyeshadow. I'm going to show you guys two eyeshadow looks. Then I'm going to show you guys eyeliner application, a quick eyeliner application, not so detailed. Then high brown, then I'm going to be fixing the lashes too. So we have a lot to do today, and I will not be wasting too much time. So let me say hi to people that are already here before we get to business. Hi everybody, welcome, welcome. Sissy, hi. Hi Annette. Hello. So let me just start. Yeah, we have people here now. Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday, wherever you are in the world. It's Sunday for me. Hi Zontic. Yeah, that's true, Zontic. So let's start. I already showed you guys in our previous episode. I've already showed you guys the brushes we need for eyeshadow. So today I'm not going to be detailed on brushes. I'm just going to use the brushes. You're going to see it. So if you want to know about the brushes I'm using, you can refer back to my video, my initial video. I'm going to start now. So for eyeshadow, you have to know the basic thing you have to know for a beginner. And let me remind you guys that this series is beginner friendly, so that's why I'm teaching you a lot of things that pros already know about. So for people who don't really know about it, I'm going to be showing you guys. So for eyeshadow, you have to know your eyes properly before you even know how to apply your eyeshadow. Okay, now this part of the eyes where your eye socket is called the lid. Then the deeper part of your eyes is called the crease. So we have the lid, the crease. The crease is the deeper part. I'm going to show you the colors that you're supposed to use on your crease. Then this part, we have this part. This is called the inner corner of the eyes. Then this is called the outer corner of the eyes, or the outer V for pros. So for a beginner, you should know it as the outer corner of the eye. So we're going to be doing two looks. I'm going to show you an everyday eyeshadow look. Then I'm going to show you a glam eyeshadow look, simplified glam eyeshadow look anyway. So we're going to do neutral eyes on one side, then we're going to do colored on one side. I'm going to look weird, I know, but because you're my favorite, so I have to do this for you guys. Okay, so the first thing to do for your eyes is priming. It's very important to prime your eyes. It's not just the skin we prime. It's good to prime your eyes. Why? Because it helps to hold your eyeshadow in place, keeps your eyeshadow very it keeps your eyeshadow all day in one place. Then we use you can use, so there are different types of primers. They have the eye primer. Then if you don't have an eye primer, you can always use your face primer there on your eyes. So it's better you work with what you have. If you don't have face primer, you don't have eye primer, then you should get a primer to use. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use the primer on my eyelid. I'm going to use a primer on my eyelid. Very little primer, you can see, very little. So if you're, when concealing your brows and you're bringing your concealer all the way to your eyelid, make sure your eyelid has already been prepped. So when you're priming, so I'm using a mattifying primer, actually a soft mattifying primer. So when you're priming your brows, always bring down the primer to your eyelid because you're prepping it against your eyeshadow application. So our eyelid is prepped now. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be going in with, since we are doing the nude eyes first, let me show you. I've already shown you guys the eyeshadow the other day, so for people who don't really know what I'm talking about, so we're going to be doing nude eyes now for an everyday look, or for people that always like to be on nude even if it's night out or anything. So this are called nude shadows. They are neutral shadows, right? Earth tone. They are earth tone shadows. So that's what we're going to use now. And I'm going to go in with eyeshadow base. Then the substitute for an eyeshadow base is your concealer. You can start off using your concealer on your lid just to help you. So I'm using the benign clown white for my base. So I'm using my fingers to apply just a little. Why? Because I'm using nude eyeshadow and I want it to stay in place. I don't want it to fade off later, and I want the color to pop. That is why you can use a brush for this process. I'm just using my fingers. When it comes to makeup, some applications, finger just does it better for me. So remember, whatever it is you're applying should be on your lid, not on your crease. Please, on your lid. So that being, so I'm going to go in with a brush. I'm going to go in with a brush because I want to blend it out. When it comes to makeup, your blending is top priority, please. You have to always blend, don't be in a hurry. So all the flawless looking makeup you see online, they didn't do it in a rush. They took their time. So you have to be patient. So I want to go in now with I'm going to go in with this shade, the nude for my lid. I already showed you where the lid is. For people who are just joining, please, you can refer back to this video. Can you see? So for applying powder eyeshadow or matte eyeshadows, you have to do the patting motion this way. You have to pat this way. You see I'm applying it. I am not rubbing. You don't rub, you pat. And it's always good to go in gradually. Don't use too much product. When it comes to makeup, always go in small quantities. Can you see? So look at the eyes, look at this eyes, look at this one. There's a big difference already, and we've not even done the major thing. So it's easier to correct. It's easier to correct when you're not using too much product. So this color is very okay. The reason why I use this color now is because I want to show you, I want to make an explanation. So this color is very perfect if you're darker than me. For people who are brown skinned, who are darker than me, this is a perfect shade for you to leave it at. But for me, because I'm lighter and I want to make my eyes pop a little bit more, I'm going to go in with a brighter shade. I'm going to go in with a brighter shade on top of this one. Okay, this shade is perfect if you're darker than me. It's going to come out more if you're darker. So this shade, I'm going to go in with this lighter one now too. This is a very quick makeup. Even when you're going to work, it's something that, for powder, remember your patting motion. Okay, can you see? It's better now. So now we're going to go in with transition shade. What are transition shades? They are shades that are darker than your skin tone. You use to add definition to the face. So your eye shape, you use transition shade to add definition to your eyes. And I already showed you where you're going to So I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. There are two type of brush. I'm going to go in with the smaller brush. So for transition shade, you use a shade like few shades darker than you for your transition. I was using it in the crease. So I'm going to go in with this one. But for someone who is darker, you have to go in with something this deep. But because I'm light skinned, I have to go in with a lighter brown for my blending, for my transitioning, while a darker person needs to go with a deeper shade. So for the transition shade, we're using, you have to tap and dust off. So when you take from your eyeshadow, you just dust off so that you don't use too much. Then you look down. If you're doing your makeup from a mirror that you have to look straight, you still have to look down to be able to apply it on your crease properly. So remember I said the crease is just above the eye socket. That's the lid. So now how do you apply? You go in a circular motion. Transition shades always add definition to your eyeshadow. So and when blending, you always start from the middle. From the middle, you start blending outwards and inwards. Okay. You're not using extra product. You're just blending with what you've taken. So I like to blend my transition shade into my brows, to the front of my brows, so that there is no like, let it just marry into each other. I don't like to see space. So for the front part of it, I like to blend my transition shade into the brow, especially if I'm using brown transition shades. So for someone who don't want too much, you can actually leave your eyeshadow this way. Yes, the darker one goes on top on the crease, but you have to be very light-handed, please. Then if you want to go deeper, you can still go. So I want it a bit darker, so I'm going to go in with the next shade, this one. But I'm not going to go in with this one because I don't want the smoky feel. So if I'm using, for a light skinned person, if I'm using a very dark shade, shades are way darker than my skin tone. That's because I'm looking for a smoky eye effect. But if you're not going for a smoky eye effect, you just use the lighter shades of brown for your nude eye look. So now the deeper shade, now I'm using it on the outer corner of my eye. Can you see? I'm using the deeper shade on the outer corner of my eyes. So we're going in circular motion because we are blending. We're using the transition shades to blend. But if it's on the lid, you have to pat. So the darkest shade goes on the outer part of your eyes. Then the lightest shade is always for the front, the inner corner of your eyes. So it's either you're using your highlight shade, your highlighter for your inner corner of your eyes, or you use the lighter eyeshadow for the inner corner of the eyes. So since I didn't use the first shade of nude I used, I did not bring it to the front. I'm going to use this lighter shade of nude for the front, just to awaken my eyes. Can you see the difference? You wake up your eyes once you use something light in front. Make your eye look brighter and awake. So this way we can leave it like this, apply our liner, and we are good to go, because we're looking for a day look. Basically, we're not doing too much. But if you want to make it more intense, you can go darker. Darker, I mean like on the deeper shade on the outer corner of your eyes, to give it a smoky effect. Let me show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go in with the darkest shade. Look at the difference it's bringing. This is when you want to go extra. Can you see? It lifts your eyes. Then when you apply darker shade of eyeshadow, you have to blend out with a clean fluffy brush. Remember in our previous class, I mentioned about blending brushes, why it's important to have more than one, because in some cases you might need to blend without any product on the brush. So that's why you need extra brushes. So this is good. This is perfect. This is good. I think I'll leave this like this. Yeah, we're good to go. Please, when applying eyeshadow, be light-handed, please. So what I'm doing, I'm not applying it, I'm not adding any more product. I'm just blending out all the ash lines. Always be mindful of ash lines. See, this is good. Once you apply your liner, you're good to go. And your mascara, uh for people that don't like lashes, but if you like lashes, after your liner you put on your lashes, then you're good to go. So this is perfect for a day look. Now we're going to go in with the glam look or colored eyes. So I will want to show you guys, I want you guys to pick. Oh, my mascara is not. Can you open my mascara? Thank you. I thought I brought it. So let's do the colored eyes. I want you guys to pick what color do you want us to go with. What color would you like us to go with? Here or here? I think they're similar colors. I want you guys to pick what colors do you want us to go with for today. I want to show you guys. So when I show you guys the colored eyes, I'm still going to show you shimmer on it. Color purple. Okay, she wants us to use purple, right? We're going to do that. Now I want to use concealer. So I want to use concealer on this other eyes for sake of people who don't have the eyeshadow base. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl concealer. I'm going to using the LA Girl concealer on my lid. Remember, we're already primed. Hi Sheila, welcome back. Happy Sunday. So now I'm using, thank you. Thank you, Misty. I'm using concealer on these eyes because I want to show you that you can actually achieve a good result with concealer. But bear in mind, you have to prime your eyes to be able to use concealer because concealer is a cream product. Concealer is a cream product, so you want to make sure that so can you see the power of eyeshadow? Look at how lifted this eye look. Before we started, I came without eyeshadow. I was looking not ready, but now with eyeshadow, we're already looking good. Without liner, without anything, and we're already looking good. So I'm still going to do the same thing. After applying your concealer, you use the brush to blend it in. So um let's apply the, oh, okay, because I'm on makeup, I would need to apply setting powder on my eyes. And I didn't bring any here. So purple, thank you. So for purple, right? Yes, I'm going to save it. I'm definitely going to save it. So um can you open my setting powder, please? Thank you. So For purple, CC Ward chose, I asked earlier what color should we do, and CC Ward chose purple. She said we should do purple eyeshadow. So now for purple and the the crease color, I'm going to be using a shade not too far from it because I want it to look as natural as possible. I don't want it to look off color. I don't want it to look off color, right? So I'm going to be um blending my transition shade with, since we are doing purple eyes, I'm going to be using a pink tone, like a pink tone transition shade. So for browns, brown shades are better off if you're doing nude eyeshadows because they are not too far from each other. But if you're doing colors, that's when you have to be really observant with colors. So now let's say if I'm going to do green eyeshadow, right? I'd rather blend out with an orange, right? Colors that go together. I rather blend out with an orange. If you're doing black smoky eyes, you blend out with orange too. So since we're doing purple, I want to go in with pinkish tone. But before then, because I'm already on makeup, right? I'm going to have setting powder underneath my eyes to prevent fallout. I'm going to use setting powder underneath my eyes to prevent fallout. So this is the Laura Mercier setting powder I want to use. The reason for putting this is to hold any eyeshadow that is falling out. I didn't bother on this side because I was working with nude eyeshadow and barely has fallout. But for colored eyeshadows, most times they tend to fall out. So it's always advisable. For me, the way I do my makeup, I do my skin before I do my eyeshadow and my brows. But now, because of the sake of this class, I started teaching with eyebrows. So when you do this, everything you do on your eyes is going to fall on it. Now let's go in with our transition shade. I'm going to go in with this shade. I can start with this. You can start from the lightest, then you go deeper before you use your main shade. So I'm going to go in with this light one, but in a very minimal. So why am I using pink? Because pink is not too far from the shade that was chosen, which is purple. So in as much as you're doing colors on your eyes, you don't want to look like a drag queen. If that's not the idea, that's not what you're going for. You will not want to look that way unless you're trying to do, when you have a concert, you have carnival, you see. So we've gone in with the light pink. Remember, at the crease, you're blending in a circular motion. Circular motion. Don't worry, if you practice, you're going to get it. So I'm going to go in with the next shade, which is the darker pink. When I take like this, see, it's a lot, but when you dust off, can you see it reduces? Always dust off. It's better you keep adding than you're trying to reduce. See? And if you notice, I always start from the middle before I take it to the outer corner and the inner corner of the eyes. Can you see the eyes now? Now let's go in with, can you see? So you guys chose purple shade. Now there are different shades of purple here. I have the lighter shade and the darker shade. So definitely going to go in with the lighter shade first to see. how it looks on my skin tone. And when doing makeup, always look at your skin tone, okay? Then see, there's another shade of purple. So we have three different shades of purple. Yeah, so I'm going to go in with the other shade because I prefer that shade for my skin tone more. I'm going in with the lighter purple. So if I had used the eyeshadow base, this color is going to pop out even more than this. This color is going to pop out more than this. So know that when you use eyeshadow base, the colors tend to show differently and it holds more. Intensifies the color. Can you see? This is beautiful. So can you see the transitioning, the color of the transitioning? So for the outer corner, we can leave these eyes like this, but for the outer corner, I'm going to go in with the darker purple. Yeah, for the outer corner, I'm going to go in with the darker purple now, but I'm going to use a smaller brush because when you use a smaller brush, thank you, Annette. So smaller brushes are very precise. They keep the product where you want it to be. If you want to apply product in a small area, don't go in with a bigger brush because the bigger brush is just going to spread the product everywhere and you don't want that. So we are done here. We have to put our bright shade at the inner corner of the eyes. I prefer, it's best to apply matte eyeshadows with, so I want to blend now. So I'm going to still blend out. Thank you. So remember your brush that doesn't have any product on it. You use that to blend the edges. So when you're using the brush without product, you're not putting it inside. You're just putting it at the edge just to blend out the harsh lines. In makeup, you should always avoid harsh lines. So if we had used the eyeshadow base, it's going to look better than this. Yeah, I think it's looking okay. I think it's looking okay. It's not bad. I'm just trying to blend in more. So for the inner corner of our eyes, we're going to use a brighter color. I'm using a small brush again. Now I want to go in with a lighter shade. Oh, my brushes are from different brands. They're from different brands. I don't really have anyway, I buy my brushes here in Nigeria. They are different brands. I buy brushes based on what I'm looking for. So I'm using this light shade here in front of the eyes. Remember I said small brushes for small areas. Can you see? So when doing colored eyes, make sure the inner corner of your eyes is always popping because colored eyes, if you bring it to the front, okay. So this same look, If you want this eyes, if you want to intensify it, you can always go in with darker shades. You can use black. You can use black to give it like a smoky effect. So we're not teaching smoky eyes here because we're trying to do like a basic class here. Then here too, if you want to give it the smoky effect, you go in with deeper shades of brown, or you go the deeper your skin tone, the deeper shades of eyeshadow you need. Do you understand? I might use the brown I might use to give myself a smoky look might be your transition shades. So you have to always look for deeper shade. The deeper your skin, the deeper shade of eyeshadow you always go for. So let me brighten my brow bone. I want to brighten my brow bone with the eyeshadow we used, the first eyeshadow we used, this one. I just want to brighten my brow bone so that it doesn't look off. You see the difference? The arch of my brow bone. Can you see? It has this lifted look it gives your brows. You can use your lighter shade of powder. Yeah. So that being done, so what I want to show you now is your shimmer eyeshadow. So for your shimmers, on this same eye, you can apply the bronzy shades of shimmer if you want the nude but bronzy look. So I'm going to show you, this is this shade here is going to go well on these eyes, this shade. Then for the purple eyes, we can use any of the purple shimmers. Let me show you what I mean. So for shimmers, I explained earlier in the previous class that I like to use my hands to apply shimmers because they give you a better result. For shimmers, you can drag it. For powder, you just tap. Can you see? We've applied the shimmer. So I'm showing you like 4 looks in one. So maybe after work, you want to go hang out, a quick dinner, you can just put on some shimmer because it's always nice, beautiful at night if your eyes are, glittering. I like that better shimmer. Yeah. So I'm going to blend out a little bit. Let me use another shade of. So because I applied shimmer, I will need to blend a little bit more. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eyes with the purple shade. So I'm going to go in with this purple shade here, this one. The same thing. Can you see? So I've shown you the matte look. Now I'm showing you the shimmery. So this particular brand of eyeshadow is Juvia's Place. It's very pigmented, so you don't really have. There are some brands that you have to spray your brush or your hand with the setting spray. See, there are some brands that you need to spray your brush with setting spray to get to be able to get a nice shimmer. So this is some people's everyday vibe. This is some people's everyday vibe. Some people like colors, so they like to do colors always. Now, for this is optional anyway. You can decide to blend, use the eyeshadow, your transition shade under your eyes. It's optional if you want to. For me personally, I like to do that because I feel like it adds more definition to my eyes. So I always like to blend my lower lash with my transition shade. So for this eye, we're going to use the same shade we used here for under the eyes. You're going to see the difference it makes. Can you see? If you want to make it, if you want to give it the smoky effect, you can still make it go darker. But because we're trying to achieve that day look, you can go darker if you want. Makeup is personal preference because what you like might not be what another person likes. Like me, I'm a minimalist, so a lot of people like their makeup to be very, very pronounced. Yeah, you see, it pops out more. There's a big difference. So this is good. This is good. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eyes. I'm going to go in with the pink first. So I went in with the deeper pink. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the purple shade, the lighter purple, because I want to add more definition to the eye. Can you see? There's a big difference. There's a big difference when you do that. Then if you like liners inside your eyes, you can go in with your liner. If you don't, then it's fine, totally fine. That being said, we're done with these eyes. Let's go into our liner. But before the liner, I would like to put so this look is good. I think it's okay. I wanted to smoke it out more, but it's fine. So before we go into liner, let's put some glue. Let's put some glue on the, let's put, I love liners, but my eyes are teary. Oh, okay. Then you can skip it. You can do the upper liner. Just do the upper one. Is it not good? Hmm? So guys, for lashes, it's not time for lashes, but I want us to put the glue before we go into the other things. For lashes, I'm going to use, so I already cut this one. You have to customize your lashes. Thank you, Zontake. You have to customize your lashes. You have the, so every lash, most lashes come with a band. That is why I showed you guys in the previous class where you need, why you need a scissors or a razor. So what you do is you cut off the band because the band can make it very uncomfortable for you. Then you place the lashes to measure the length of your eyes. So I don't want to start doing that here. I already did that off camera. I'm just using this to show you guys how to cut the band of your lashes. So I'm going to use this one. Sorry, it's a very natural lash. I know Quincy C won't like this lash. So this is a very natural lash. Then I'm going to apply my glue. So for application of glue, you apply from the end on the band. You apply just on the band, not on the lashes, please. On the band, straight line. But make sure you have more glue at the edges because that is what is going to hold your lash in place. I have a client who likes very big lashes. She will always tell you, if the lashes are not big, why are you wearing lashes? You better carry your natural lashes if you're not going to wear big lashes. And I'm like, I'm so scared of those. Like, I don't know. It's not my vibe. Remember what I said, makeup is all about how you feel, what you like. You don't have to follow what other people are doing. You don't have to follow trends. Just do you, as long as you're comfortable. So I still have a bit of this band here. Okay, so while I'll let this to sit, let's go into, not bring, I forgot I want to put brush under my eyes. Got my small powder brush. So I had to bring this particular liner because of beginners, because this series is basically beginner focused. So this is a pen liner, very easy, beginner friendly. Anybody can use this. Anybody can use this. Remember the previous class, I told you guys there are different types of liners. They have the liquid one, they have the gel, the cream one too. So this one is a pen type. This one, I recommend this one if you're new to liners. If you like liners but you don't know how to use liners, or your hands are always shaky when applying liner. Yes, yes. Okay, mine has just one side. So I recommend this for beginners. So you can use this for beginner. Use this pen. Let me dust off the, I'm going to put a bit of powder here because this side tends to now look brighter because of the powder. Okay, so I'm going to do the lining just very close to the lash line. Please, if you're new to lining, you can get these types of liners. They are really good. Very firm. If you don't like lashes, please like liners. Liners help to define your eyes even when you're not wearing lashes. So I'm just doing like a small wing. So can you see the way we look now? We can go out like this without lashes. Just put on your mascara and you're good to go. But if you like lashes, then for the extra spice, see, you need a wing class. Okay, we'll think about that. So this is not like a liner class, but I'm still being slow so that you can see what I'm doing. Because trust me, we can do these tutorials without using liner. But I just needed to show you guys what liner does to eyeshadow. Can you see? So these other eyes, I'm not going to do wing. I'm just doing the outer. See? So next we're going to go in with our mascara. If you don't like lashes, you can stop here. Lashes is optional. For me, lashes, I barely fix strip lash. I'm always on extension lashes. But because of this series, I decided not to fix my extension lashes because I want to show you guys the eye look. Yeah, liner, look, the power of liner, you cannot see. We're good to go like this. But for the sake of the class, to complete the look, I'm going to go in with, I'm already feeling fly. So I'm going to go in with the lashes. Lashes should be ready now. You like the look, right? So which is your favorite? The colored eyes or both of them are fine, depends on where you're going to. So I'm going to go in with, when applying your lashes, you have to look down. That way you see what you're doing. And you have to make sure your lash is dried enough. It makes the application way easier. You like both, right? For different occasions. I can do both, definitely do both, depending on. So when you apply your lashes, you let it sit a little bit before you press it. I like to press my natural lash with the false lashes so that there is no demarcation underneath my eyes. When you're looking at somebody, they're seeing your natural lash sitting on its own while the false lash is sitting on its own. So it's supposed to look like the false lashes is your lashes. That's supposed to be the vibe. You know, makeup is make believe. You see the difference what lashes does to the face. So I'm using the classic lash glue. I like the lash glue because it does the job and it's very affordable. Ooh, snatched, honey. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm loving this purple look. Thank you, Sissy, for choosing this color. I would never have thought using purple on my eyes. I'm always in my safe zone. Trust me, I would never have thought. When I'm going out of my safe zone, I'm doing a smoky eyes. That is my look. This purple is giving. I think I found a new favorite now. This is giving. I love the people, my favorite on the eyes. You mean the purple? Okay, okay. So I want to intensify. So I want to, oh yeah, purple. I got that. We're almost done. This class is super fast and impressive. So I want to intensify. So I think this is dried enough. I can press it now. So if you're holding a mirror, your eyes should look down in the mirror. That way, that's the easiest, that's the trick to applying false lashes. You won't be struggling. Purple is my favorite color. It is giving I've arrived, honey. Yes, I've arrived. You know the vibe. Purple is actually giving me that royal, this is like royal purple. Yeah, this is royal purple. It's giving me the queen vibe, like I'm being noticed. So when you press it, you press your natural lash and you press your. I must say this tutorial has been helpful. I tried out the tips you. Sorry, this thing keeps disappearing. I tried out the tips you gave on brows in the last class, and the result I got was amazing. Beautiful, thanks. Ah, I'm happy. I'm happy to hear these reviews, guys. Try out everything and let me know. Try them out and let me know how it's going for you. So when you press the lash together, your natural lash and the false lashes, it's going to even open your eyes more. Then after application, use your hand to lift the lashes this way. You see? Lift it. Hmm. I feel like after this class, I should just do purple on these other eyes and make some cute videos because I'm feeling cute. This purple is giving me, these eyes, this nude eyes is my everyday look. I'm used to this. This is what I do all the time. I'm always on the neutral side of eyeshadow. So yeah, doing this purple is giving me a different vibe, a different feel. Now I think we're done. So I want to intensify the lower part of my eyes. I'm going to be going in with. Sorry, I didn't notice I was using my mirror too. So going to go in. So because of the lashes, I'm going in with the uh uh this is gold, right? Yeah, gold again. I'm lifting it a little bit higher so that it can show. When you don't have lashes on, the way eyeshadow appears is totally different. Yes, my husband is blessed. He is blessed. And I am blessed too to have him. Yeah. Can you see the quick hack I just did? If you're observant, you're going to notice. And I don't think I'm going to say it. If you notice, you write it in the comment. Let me see. Okay, I think we're done. If you like drama, you're going to use your mascara underneath for your lower lash, and we are done. Sorry for the faces I've been making. I mean, who does mascara without making a face? Are you actually doing mascara? Because it's not even something you plan, it just happens. Yeah, thank you. Really pretty though. So what I'm doing is I'm using mascara for my lower lash. I'm being very careful. If you're teary, please avoid this step because you might ruin your makeup. Thank you, Annie. I hope you guys will try it out. What did Zontic say? Let me check. Let's see. We understand the face making. Okay. All right. So that will be all, people. So let's give okay, we have 5 minutes. Can we give 5 minutes for questions? Do you have any questions you want to ask me? Please go ahead. I'm here for you. 5 minutes for questions. Ooh, I'm feeling so pretty. 5 minutes for questions, guys. I'm sure I was very detailed. Questions, anybody? So basically, this is a look that you can take. How long does the eyeshadow last? It all depends on the first of all, the eyeshadow you use is important. The brand, the quality of the eyeshadow is very important. Then for it to last longer, like I said earlier, you have to prime your eyes. That's how long. Basically, there's no particular time how long eyeshadow should last. It all depends on the product you're using and how you did the eyeshadow. So thank you. Thank you, Navin. I never thought about adding the pink to purple. Now I will. Okay, yeah. So you know when you're putting on purple eyeshadow, you should blend out with pink, right? I'm already so anxious to try out the eyeshadow pack on myself. Okay, please guys, let me know so that the next class you let me know how it went for you. Do you know how to do you know how to do individual lashes? Do you mean the extension lashes? Yes, I know how to do it. I actually learned that some time ago. We have 4 minutes, 3 minutes more. Anybody? Is it advisable to use a color that matches your outfit? Also, should it be brighter colors? So, I know back then, years back, people always do to match, but now that is not a thing anymore. Some people still like to put on yellow when they're wearing yellow eyeshadow, yellow outfit. It doesn't matter anymore, but people still do it. Doesn't mean it's wrong, but it's no longer something that is a thing now. So it all depends on your personal preference. But me, I don't really fancy that color matching or no. It's a personal preference. So we have 3 more minutes and we are good to go. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Miss K. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for always tuning in. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Favor. I'm your host for Favor Lifestyle. And this is a beauty series called Beauty Spotlight, where is beginner friendly, focused basically. So this is the third episode now. You can refer back to my other live videos. We started from brushes to eyebrows, eyeshadows. Now we've done eyeshadow, liner, lashes. So next on Wednesday is our next episode, and we're going to be doing skin. So if you want to learn how to have a flawless finish, how to have your makeup look flawless without a cakey look, please, please don't miss the next class. The next class is going to show you how to achieve a flawless look, because you can't have good eyebrow, good eyeshadow, lashes popping, everything popping, and your face, your skin, your makeup is looking cakey. You know, when you do your makeup, 10 minutes later is already oily, it's already separating. Your foundation is in one place, your powder is in another place. No, we don't want that. This is 2023. We have to pop all through, okay? We don't want that. I don't want that for my favorites. And for you guys who are just joining, please subscribe if you've not done so. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Love you. Did I miss any particular question before I leave? Can you do a no makeup look one day? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. We will do that. We'll do that one day. I will do that one day. Okay. So, what? So, all right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please share the live to the replay to your friends, your family. This is 2023. People should not be struggling with their makeup. Every woman should always go out looking beautiful. That's why I'm here doing this live without editing, because I can as well do a video, stay in my house behind my camera, do video, edit it, and compost for you 15 minutes, a full look, But I'm coming live to show you everything without editing anything, without cutting out anything. I'm showing you everything. There's no secret hidden here. This is me giving you what I know, and being as making it very simplified, the way I can, as simple as it can be for you, for a beginner to grab all these things, okay? Because I love you guys. See you next week. Bye.